Here is a router-related tip for you that maybe is going to be completely counterintuitive to what one might think. Here's the thing. On a lot of router bases, there's a flat side and there's a round side. So it's not uncommon to get into a scenario where we want to make a dado daddy-o, so you put a fence on your work, and then we're going to trace that fence with the base of the router in order to cut the dado. So you might say to yourself, since the fence is a straight line, I want to put the flat part of the router base against the fence and follow it. That is actually not the best way to do this. Here's the problem we can run into, and I'm going to show this to you in just a second, is that as I'm coming along with that flat side, if this twists just a little bit and it changes the relationship between the flat base and the fence, if it twists, it's also leveraging the bit away from the fence. So as a result, as we come along, if that walks a little, we're going to end up with a dado that isn't straight, looking kind of like I'm about to show you. That's a pretty ugly dado. And, you know, in all honesty, as I was doing this, and I was intentionally racking it off the fence a little, but I don't think that that end came off more than a 1/16 of an inch or so. And look at the crazy change we got in the dado. So instead, what one should do is use the round side. The reason for that is that if that pivots just a little bit, it's conceivable that the router isn't perfectly centered in that round side of the base, but the change is going to be so negligible, you're not going to feel it or see it. So I'll do the same thing. I'm going to intentionally roll off of my contact point, and then we'll have a look at that dado. Now on that one, I think I was actually moving more than I was on the first one. But net, I bet we could put a board in that dado. You're never going to get a board in that dado. So when you do this, go against your intuition. Keep the round side of the router up against the fence, and your results are going to be way more better.